Eala's world ranking in 2026, week-by-week ranking. After a breakthrough year in 2025, Filipino tennis star Eala is back to try to reach new heights in her career. She set a new career high of 31 last February, and currently sits as the world number 32 in the latest ranking released on March 2nd. According to the WTA, a player's ranking is determined by results at a maximum of 18 tournaments for singles and 12 for doubles. Points are awarded based on the level of tournament and a player's round-by-round progression at that tournament. Here's a look back at how her performances affected her place in the rankings. Eala entered March 2026 at number 32, more than 100 places above where she was this time last year at number 140. This month, she is expected to compete in the Indian Wells Open and the Miami Open, both in the United States. February. In February, Eala took a step up in competition during her Middle East swing. Beginning with the Abu Dhabi Open, a WTA 500 tournament, Eala stormed into the quarterfinal round, where she lost to number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova. She stumbled early in a round of 64 exit in her next competition, the WTA 1000 Qatar Open. But the Filipina made noise in the Dubai Tennis Championship, another WTA 1000, where she notched 3 wins, including one over top 10 player Jasmine Paolini, before eventually falling to world number 4 Coco Gauff in the quarterfinals. February 23rd, 31. February 16th, 47. February 9th, 40. February 2nd, 45. January. In the first month of the year, Alex climbed to a new career high of 49 at the time, as she made a strong semifinals run in the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, a WTA 250. Though she made an early first-round exit in the first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open, Eala bounced back with a quarterfinals appearance in her newly minted home tournament, the WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open. January 19th, 49. January 12th, 49. January 5th, 53. Eala at the Dubai Tennis Championships quarterfinals. The rise of Alexandra Eala. A week-by-week journey through the 2026 rankings. In the world of professional tennis, rankings tell stories. Every number beside a player's name is not merely a statistic but a narrative of sweat, resilience, heartbreak, and triumph. For the Philippines, that story in 2026 belongs to Alexandra Eala, a young athlete who continued to redefine what was possible for Southeast Asian tennis. The 2026 season began with anticipation. The previous year had been transformative for Eala. She shocked the tennis world with big victories and climbed dramatically in the Women's Tennis Association rankings. Now, every week in 2026 became a chapter in a story of momentum. January 2026. The season begins January 5, world number 53. The year opened with Eala ranked 53rd in the world. This position already represented a massive leap compared to her ranking a year earlier, when she was outside the top 100. Her ranking reflected the strong performances she delivered during the latter half of 2025. Entering the new season, expectations were high. The tennis calendar kicked off with tournaments across Australia and New Zealand, where players prepared for the first Grand Slam of the year. January 12th, world number 49. A strong run in the ASB Classic in Auckland pushed Eala into the top 50 for the first time that season. Reaching the semifinals gave her valuable ranking points and signaled that she could compete consistently with higher-ranked players. For Filipino fans, this milestone meant more than numbers. It symbolized the country's growing presence in global tennis. January 19th, world number 49. Her ranking held steady at number 49 the following week. Stability in rankings can be as meaningful as climbing them. It meant Eala had begun establishing herself among the world's elite players. Although her campaign at the Australian Open ended earlier than hoped, the experience added another Grand Slam chapter to her young career. February 2026. Breaking barriers. If January was about building momentum, February became the breakthrough month. February 2nd, world number 45. At the start of February, Eala improved to number 45 in the world rankings. This climb reflected consistent performances in early tournaments and the gradual accumulation of ranking points. At only 20 years old, she was now regularly facing and defeating players who had long been fixtures of the WTA Tour. February 9th, world number 40. A remarkable run at the Abu Dhabi Open transformed her ranking trajectory. By reaching the quarterfinals of the WTA 500 event, Eala jumped to number 40, becoming the first Filipina player in history to break into the top 40 of the WTA rankings. The result was historic. Philippine tennis had never seen a player climb so high. The achievement was not merely symbolic. The top 40 threshold often determines entry into major tournaments without qualifiers, giving players more opportunities to gain points. February 16th, world number 47. The following week, her ranking briefly dipped to number 47 after early exits in subsequent tournaments. In tennis, rankings fluctuate constantly due to the rolling 52-week point system. However, the drop did little to dampen optimism. Eala was already proving she could compete consistently against higher-ranked opponents. February 23rd, world number 31. Then came the moment that defined the early season. At the Dubai Tennis Championships, a prestigious WTA 1000 event, Eala delivered the best performance of her career. She defeated world number 8 Jasmine Paolini and advanced to the quarterfinals before falling to Coco Gauff, the world number 4 at the time. That run catapulted her 16 places up the rankings, from number 47 to a career-high number 31. For the Philippines, it was a historic moment. A player from the country was now on the brink of the top 30 in the world. March 2026. Holding the Momentum March 2, world number 32. At the start of March, Eala was ranked number 32 in the world. This ranking meant she had climbed more than 100 places compared to the same period the previous year, when she was ranked around number 140. The improvement illustrated how quickly her career had accelerated. March also marked the beginning of the famous Sunshine Double, where players compete in two of the most prestigious tournaments outside the Grand Slams, Indian Wells Open, Miami Open. For Eala, these events carried extra significance. The previous year, she had shocked the tennis world with a deep run in Miami. This progression reflects a net rise of 21 positions within 2 months. What the rankings really mean. To understand Eala's rapid ascent, one must understand the ranking system of the Women's Tennis Association. The WTA ranking works on a rolling 52-week system, where points from a player's best tournament results are counted. Points are awarded depending on the level of the tournament, how far the player progresses in the draw. For example, Grand Slam champion, 2,000 points. WTA 1000 champion, 1,000 points. Quarterfinal runs. Significantly fewer but still valuable. As a result, a strong performance in a high-level tournament, such as Eala's quarterfinal run in Dubai, can dramatically boost a player's ranking. Why 2026 matters for Eala. The 2026 season was more than just another year. It represented a turning point. 1. Consistency at higher levels. Previously, Eala had breakthrough moments. In 2026, she began showing consistency against elite competition. 2. Historic milestones. Her climb into the top 40, and later near the top 30, set records for Filipino tennis. 3. Global recognition. With wins over top 10 opponents and strong performances in WTA 1000 tournaments, she gained